everybody, I'm Tara Branch with Vacations by Tara. I created this YouTube channel to talk about travel, and I realized that I hadn't yet posted anything about me, and so you could get to know me a little bit. So I am a former teacher. I taught for 20 some years, probably about 26 total, and most of that time was teaching preschool. Well, all of that time was teaching preschool. The majority of it was teaching children with special needs. So as I got close to 50, was a lot on the body to deal with. So I was looking to transition out, and travel was the perfect choice for me. Basically, my husband came home one day. It was during the summer, and I said, I'm going to be a travel agent. So no regrets at all. I was part-time for several years. I do miss the kids though. I was part-time travel agenting for several years, and then business was going well. Ian and I decided that it was, time to go ahead and turn in my letter of resignation. I'd been to a training, it was getting busy, and that was February of 2020 when I did that. And then in March, of course, the world came to a grinding halt. Not a great time to be a travel agent. So I spent, basically a year and a half-ish twiddling my thumbs and doing a lot of training, getting to know a lot of destinations a lot better, getting to know a lot of travel companies that I work with. And then I went from one day of playing a lot of video games. I do like video games, I know. To the next day, I was working at like a 12-hour day. It opened up and just kind of went crazy all at once. So, love my job. I love it when I get to see people posting pictures during their trip, or they send me pictures during their trips, and hear about all the great memories they've made with their friends and family. That is very rewarding. I just love it. I love making the process as simple for them as possible. I get a lot of people that haven't traveled extensively. They don't really know what they're wanting, and I try to make it as stress-free and as easy as possible for them. And I'm with them from the time they book until the time they get home from their trip. So I try to make myself very accessible to anybody who is currently traveling. But, and I do just love it. The sad part is, it also makes me want to go to a lot of places that weren't necessarily on my radar before, or it was kind of like, maybe. And then I plan trips for people, and I see their pictures, and I look at all the fun stuff they're doing, and I'm like, I have to do that. So, that is a drawback of the job, or a bonus, however you look at it. Also stepmom to 3 great children. 2 are adulting and living out on their own, and we do have 1 still at home in high school. So she's a delight, watching her bloom and blossom in high school, and it's great watching the other 2 really get the hang of adulting out there, and being independent. So that's fun. We also have 4 great fur babies. I would show you one. She usually sleeps right here next to me on the desk, but she's outside right at the moment. And so that keeps us busy with the 4 fur babies. Love to read, love to garden in the summer. I have to say, for a couple of years, my husband was like, we're spending a lot of money on plants and garden stuff. I'm like, yeah, we are. Then one day after that kind of all came together, after a couple of years of planting a lot of things, he looked around as we're sitting on the back deck. He's like, I love our backyard. You did such a good job. I'm like, it was all worth it, wasn't it? So, love that kind of thing. Love animals in general. So I really like kind of planning trips that involve seeing animals out in the wild. So just came back from Alaska. We got to see moose and eagles and caribou, which, I don't know if you know this, but caribou and reindeer are the same animal. Reindeers are domesticated. So anyway, little tidbit there. We got to see a wolverine when we were in Denali, which is apparently very rare. You don't see them very often. And we saw some bears at the Animal Conservation Center, but we did not see any bears in the wild. We maybe caught a glimpse of one up on a mountain, but I won't swear that it was actually there. And so we saw all kinds of very cool things, and I just love that kind of thing. I love really kind of active adventures, but don't get me wrong, I love sitting in an all-inclusive resort and have somebody bring me a drink. So there's something to be said for that too. But given my choice, depending on the moment, because there are some resorts that I love too, I would probably be out exploring new places, doing new things, and seeing if I can see any animals along the way. So, anyway, that's a little bit about me. I'm going to be talking about, on this channel, I'm going to be talking about all kinds of things related to travel. We're going to talk travel insurance, we're going to talk specific destinations, we're going to be talking about specific kinds of travel like cruising or all-inclusive resorts or, more exploration travel. We will be just covering a wide variety of topics, destinations, talking to different people with different travel companies to just give us insight into their products or their destinations, and I hope you enjoy it. So if you have anything you'd really like for me to cover, I would be happy to do that. Just comment here, or you can email me, Tara at vacationsbytara.com, or you can call me at 502-438-8367. Sorry, I never call myself on that phone number, so I never remember it. And so call, email me, leave in the comments. You can also join me on social media. I'm on pretty much all of the social media. I'm most active on Facebook. We have a Facebook group you can look up. And I'm getting more active on TikTok and Instagram, but I do have all of the social media. So that's a great place to join me if you want little snippets throughout the day or throughout the week. I hope you can join me. I hope we get to know each other better, and let's go have some adventures. Take care.